The VIP group of Telegram has made more than 288 pips of profits to our clients in the VIP group. And speaking of our clients, I'm happy to share with you that we have made finally more than 600 clients in the VIP group, which reflects also the amount of trust that we are having by our clients. And also I wanted to share with you guys that this month, for the month of June, we have made so far more than 1152 pips, which is really fantastic, and it is really so profitable. And I wanted to share with you also the happy messages that we have received from our clients. They are telling their experience, and they say that the signals were really good and so profitable. Even let me see where else, if I'm not mistaken, it was right here. As we can see, this gentleman here, he's sharing with us the screenshot of his profits as well. Even here, excellent analysis and high winning rates. Keep it up, well done. Thank you, sir, and thanks for every clients that we're having in the VIP group, and thank you guys for the trust that we are having by your side. Of course, again, I have to say that Friday was again a bad day, but that was of course the exceptional. It's not gonna be happening every day. Friday was bad for everyone, guys, due to the news, and the market was really crazy and insane. But however, I'm so happy about the results, and I'm so happy for the clients, and hopefully we will continue giving you guys the best signals that you have always expected from Xtreme Trader. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader VIP channel, please don't forget to join to contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below of this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. Before we start analyzing the market, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now also again, before we start, it's important to notice the news that we will be having by the upcoming week. And also before that, I want to mention, guys, that the last week was loaded with the crazy news. Treasury currency report, Bank of Japan policy rate, and then on Thursday we had a crazy day. A lot of news: monetary policy statement for the euro, core retail sales, unemployment claims, ECB press conference, unemployment rate for the AUD, GDP for the NZD. Then the day before that we had of course the FOMC, which of course has made a chaos in the market, if I'm not mistaken. Then again on Tuesday we had the core CPI. So as we can see, guys, really the last week was loaded with the news, and that's the reason the late week analysis has miserably failed. I'm not blaming the news, of course. I'm just saying that the news has really affected the analysis. Of course, as you know, guys, my analysis is always technical. Of course, it's relying on the fundamentals, but again, we cannot predict this news. How the market is going to be reacting to this news is really something we cannot know. It's just unknown. So again, Monday is going to be boring day for the traders because USD banks is going to be off. And then Tuesday is going to be a really good day. It's going to be really great. Even Wednesday is going to be good, but we have to watch out for the gold. Mr. Jerome Powell is going to testify again, and in my opinion, he is the Donald Trump of this year. Whenever he say anything, it's going to mess up the market. Again, Thursday is going to be a busy day for the pound. We are having the monetary policy summary and the official bank rates. Of course, it depends all on the outcome and the actual forecast, but then we have to be careful. Of course, we're also having for the CHF, the SNB monetary policy assessment. Again, Mr. Jerome Powell is going to open his mouth again, so we have to be very careful and caution about this news. Then lately on Friday is going to be crazy day with a lot of flash services for a lot of the pairs, USD, pound, euro. So it's going to be really busy week, and therefore we have to be very careful about our trades. So again, pay attention to the news, guys. It really plays a huge role in analyzing in the direction of the market. All right, let's now begin analyzing the Euro USD. Let's first of all take a weekly look at the weekly chart. Now, as we can see, my friends, on the weekly chart, what we can see right here is a strong resistance trend line, as we can see right here, and the Euro USD seems like it has indeed reached the highest level of that resistance trend line. Now, by looking also at the support trend line as well, we can notice that the Euro USD is now getting trapped inside what we call the bottleneck. A bottleneck, it means that the market eventually is going to make what we call the price explosion. It means that the Euro USD is going to make a strong bearish movement or a bullish one. So which one is going to happen? in my opinion, the market is gonna go in the bearish movement. The dollar now is stronger, and as we can see right here, the EURUSD is actually reaching right here the highest level of a resistance zone. And keep in mind that we're having here also a resistance trend line, and if we check that level, we can notice that this is a resistance trend line based on the weekly chart again since November 2017 has been created and then respected again at 2021, and right now again it has been respected for multiple times. I'm not expecting actually from the EURUSD to break out easily from that level, especially with the strength that we're having right now with the with the dollar, which means the most likely, guys, the EURUSD is going to continue the rise to reach the edge of the trend line, and afterwards is going to continue the fall. So that means that we have considered selling the EURUSD. Let's now move to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, again, we can see right here that if we check the Fibonacci retracement, the market has reversed exactly on 23.6 Fibonacci retracement, which was in the past also a real level of a resistance as well. Now that means if we look carefully right now, I want to highlight or to mark actually the highest, actually, you know something, let's even move to the 4-hour time frame. No, let's stay on the daily chart, sorry. So let's just highlight, guys, the strongest resistance levels that we can see on this pattern. It can be found exactly right there. Fantastic. Right here exactly was the peak of the highest level of the resistance. Meanwhile, we had here number 1, 2, and 3 fake breakout, and lately the same level of a resistance has indeed been respected right here. So right here we're having a resistance number 1. Now, since we can see clearly that the EURUSD is reversing upon the pressure from the support right here at 1.09210, I'm not expecting it to be able to make the actual bullish breakout from that level of a resistance. It might actually rise again right here to reach the resistance right here at 1.09975, and afterwards we can start selling the pair. And once we do that, the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the original reversal point at 1.09066, which was the nearest strong key support level and also a key resistance. That means that we can actually expect to make approximately 93 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the peak of the resistance right here exactly at 1.10616, which means actually that's quite a lot. Let me just move to the 4-hour time frame. Yes, exactly. The peak of the real level of the resistance right here is going to be the edge of our safe zone. That means that the safe zone will be ranging for 53 pips against 91 pips of profit. And that's everything for the EURUSD. By the way, guys, someone might ask me if they can buy the EURUSD until it reaches the sell area after rising for 55 pips. I tell you, please don't ever do that. The signal clearly states for a sell, then wait for it to reach the entry point until it hit the take profit level. Anyway, let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so now from the first side on the EURUSD, on the pound USD, on the daily chart, we can notice right here that we're having actually a resistance, sorry, not like this, like that, a resistance trend line, like that, exactly. And as you can see, the market, guys, has indeed reached the edge of that resistance trend line, which means that there is a possibility after reaching the edge of that resistance trend line for the pound USD to actually make another reversal, and most likely is going to be retesting the broken resistance level right here at 1.26790. So by looking at the edges right now, as you can see right here, if I scroll to the left side, we are having here also the nearest strong key support level to the current price. That means that the pound USD is gonna continue the fall till it reach that level of a support, which was, of course, as I have said earlier, the highest level of the nearest resistance. That means that this is gonna be our take profit level. Now for the entry, let's again scroll to the left side and find the nearest strong real level of a resistance. That can be seen, of course, at the current price, but I believe that the pound USD is going to continue to rise for a little bit more before finally start the reversal. Let me just now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now, after moving to the 4-hour time frame, let's now scroll to the left side and try to find the nearest strong key resistance level. Just keep scrolling, and yes, exactly. Check this out. Right there, my friends, exactly, we can see clearly that we had right here a strong real level of a resistance, and it was of course a strong key support level. That means the price of 1.28614 cannot be ignored, and most likely that's where we can start safely, hopefully it's going to be safely one, to sell the pound USD after it rises for another 40 pips. And of course the target is going to be right here, the peak of the previous resistance after falling for 177 pips. I don't like to give unrealistic take profit levels, therefore let me just reduce it to make it right here at that previous resistance right here for about 135 pips. And the safe zone, let me just go back to the daily chart like that, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the peak of the previous support right there at 1.29623. So that means, let me just go back right now, like that. The safe zone is going to be big. Wow, that's a lot. That's quite a lot. Let me just be sure. Scroll again to the left side. That's actually more clear to me. Exactly, just like that. Because right here we'll have also the peak of the other resistance. All right, so that means that our safe zone, yes, indeed, shouldn't be ranging for more than 65 pips against 135 pips of profit. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the pound USD. Let's now move to the AUD USD. Alright, now for the AUD USD, if we zoom out on the daily chart, we can notice right here that we are having also a resistance trend line, and most likely the pair is going to be actually respecting that level of a previous resistance trend line, judging also that right here that we're having also a strong key resistance level. So again, that was a very strong real level of a resistance. It was a key resistance, of course. And right here we can see that the market has already made a resistance number one. Therefore, selling the AUD USD right here on the second attempt of the resistance, plus is going to be the third attempt of a resistance trend line. Because we're having right here, guys, the attempt number one and the second one of that resistance trend line, which means it's going to be, in my opinion, safe to sell the AUD USD from that point. Also by confirming that on the Fibonacci level, exactly, check this out, we are exactly on Fibonacci retracement 50, and based on the daily chart, I believe that the market is going to make a pullback, and that pullback can hold until the market reaches the nearest strong key resistance level at 1.08192, and of course a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the peak of the real level of a resistance right here at 0.69737. That means that our safe zone will be ranging for 56 pips against 97 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USD CAD. Now for the USD CAD, my friends, it's going to be really simple. If we look now at the weekly chart, the USD CAD has indeed made the bearish breakout from that support trend line, as we can see right here. And by the way, guys, usually what happens is that when the market makes the actual bearish breakout from any support trend line, the market is going to make a reversal on the nearest strong key resistance level or a support level, and after that it's going to continue the rise to retest the broken level of a support trend line, and afterwards it might actually continue the fall or maybe continue the rise, but the retest is most likely going to occur. So that being said, the USD CAD is most likely going to continue the rise if we look carefully at the support and the resistance trend lines. Let's now move to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, what I will do right here is simply applying the magic of trend lines. And how we do that? How do we do that? By simply draw here the resistance trend line from this higher high to this lower high, just like that. Now, to make sure that it's really working, you can just drag the same line that you have drawn here and just place it randomly on other resistance trend lines level. For example, right here, as you can see, that level of a resistance trend line has indeed been respected twice right there. Continue dragging it right here. For example, we can see that right here, that level of a resistance trend line has indeed been respected right here. It became also a support trend line. So moral of the story is, if you drag the same level or the same line and place it just right there at the nearest strong support trend line, check this out, we're having here indeed a channel, and the USD CAD seems like it's going to continue the fall till it reaches the edge of that channel, and after that it's going to continue the rise. That level of a previous support right here is going to be our take profit level. That means that our take profit level will be right there exactly at when the market make the retest of the broken support, horizontal support right here at 1.32660, and also after retesting the broken level of a support trend line, as you can see. So that being said, we have to look at the left side to make sure that on the left side also we had right here a strong key support level that actually confirms our theory. As we can see right here exactly, if I'm not mistaken, yes, precisely. I think, yes, right? Yes, fantastic, right. That level was the nearest strong key support level to our entry, which was also became a resistance trend line, a strong key resistance level. As we can see right here, it was also the nearest resistance to that bullish breakout candle. So that being said, our safe zone is going to be ranging just till right here, the lowest level of a strong key support level. As we can see, that means that our let me just squeeze it a little bit more. Now our safe zone will be ranging for about 68 pips against 131 pips of profit. And let's now move to the USDJPY. Before that, guys, I want to ask you, please reply in the comments if you're sharing the same thoughts with me. Do you guys agree that Friday was a horrible day for trading? I mean, really, the market was so ugly. It was either strong bullish or strong bearish. I mean, I was barely able to find any setup. I was just sitting in front of my computer the whole day, and I remember I opened only 2 trades. EURUSD, yeah, EURUSD and EUROCAD or AUDCAD, I'm not sure, but only EURUSD and one of these, EUROCAD and AUDCAD. So it was really a horrible day for scalping. I really couldn't find anything decent. And speaking of the signals, guys, I want to know if you really kept your positions for the deal of the day, because it really worked so well. I'm really regretting informing everyone to close it in 3 pips of loss. I maybe have rushed, but I was really nervous because the EURUSD signal, the previous one was really a bad one, and I was really afraid if it's gonna fail as well, because I don't want to lose your trust, guys. But again, USD CHF was a perfect signal, running currently in 35 pips of profit. Let me know, guys, if you have indeed taken this signal and made any profits with it. Now back to the USDJPY. I think it's really simple here. The USDJPY, guys, is really gonna continue the rise in my opinion by simply applying the support trend lines theory right here. Check this out. Right here, let me just be precise. Let me just make sure it's accurate and fantastic. Right. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Fantastic. Yes, right. Like that. So based on the daily chart, we're having here a strong key support trend line, which has been respected multiple times as a resistance trend line. We can see attempt number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and lately 8. That wick right here represents the 8th attempt. And now finally, the USDJPY has made the bullish breakout from that long-term resistance trend line. Now, by looking now back to the 1 hour time frame, we can notice clearly that the market has indeed respected those levels. That means that the USDJPY is indeed going to continue the fall to reach the broken level of a resistance right here, as we can see. This was, of course, the nearest level of a broken resistance, which also going to be the retest of the new support trend line. That means that we can most likely buy the USDJPY after it falls for another 56 pips, because if we go now back to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that the market is gonna most likely fall here to retest the broken level of a resistance, and also that supported trend line is gonna be respected as well. We can expect from the market to go against our direction for like 20-22 pips, but that's fine. That's gonna be it in my opinion. I think that's gonna be fine, because we have to rely here now on the trend lines. The market is moving in a strong bullish movement, and selling right now, in my opinion, is not an option. Most likely the USDJPY is gonna continue the rise. So that being said, our take profit level, my friends, has got to be right here at the absolutely highest level of the nearest resistance right here. That wick right there represents the take profit level, which is gonna happen after if the market gonna make a pullback to reach our entry point. We can make actually approximately 118 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support at 140.629. That means, let me just be sure, yes. That means that our safe zone will be ranging for 54 pips against 120 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USD CHF. Now regarding this pair, I think it's gonna be clear for everyone that the USD CHF is most likely now gonna continue the fall. If we look closer right here, we can see that the market has indeed made a strong bearish breakout from that level of a support trend line. Let's just move to the 4-hour time frame to see that. Indeed, we are having right here a support trend line which has been recently broken out from. Now as we can see also, the USD CHF is facing right here a support zone and seems like the retest has begun. That's exactly what I have just explained to you about the USD CAD. Once the market make a strong bearish breakout from a support trend line, the market will continue the fall to reach the nearest strong key support level, and then it's going to continue the rise to make the retest of the broken support trend line to create, of course, a new resistance trend line. So that's exactly what will gonna happen in my opinion. And if we look closer to the left side, we can see clearly right here a strong key resistance level at 0.89732. That means that we will be having to wait. We will have to wait, sorry, for the USD CHF to rise for another 35 pips before we can proceed to sell it. And of course the take profit level has got to be placed right there, of course, at the nearest strong key support level at 0.88729, and the safe zone that won't be ranging much higher than the peak of the resistance right here, since we are actually relying on that level of the resistance mainly, and also the retest of the broken support trend line. So therefore the safe zone will be ranging only for 34 pips against 100 pips of profit. Let's now move to the gold. Before we start analyzing the gold, I want to share with you something, guys. It's not related to Forex at all, but if you feel that my voice is faded, it is really because I'm really so exhausted and tired. Actually now the time in Dubai is 5 p.m. I was supposed to make this video early morning, but something today happened. I was just simply driving my car at like 10 a.m. and right on the red signal, when I hit the brake, the worst nightmares became true and the brakes didn't work, and I just felt the brake pedal just going all the way in. It was completely empty. It was just like there is no brake. That is actually my biggest fear in driving. It's like my phobia since I ever started driving cars. Anyway, I mean, luckily for me, there was no other cars crossing from the other side, and also I was able to save the situation by just pressing the handbrake. Anyway, they towed the car. It took more than 5 hours in the workshop, and I went in many places to buy the parts. Anyway, it was just a chaos today. That's the reason, of course, I'm so late in posting the weekly analysis, and also I'm really so much tired. I actually want to get done with this video and just get my lunch, because making this video is more important to me. It's high priority for me, guys, to post this video as soon as possible to help you analyzing the market. Of course, I'm not anyway, nobody cares. Let me just now analyze the gold. Now let me just tell you something. The gold actually, guys, is ranging right now in a neutral channel, which means that the gold most likely gonna make a bullish or a bearish breakout from that channel. In my opinion, that's gonna happen this week, because right here, if we look at the resistance trend lines, check this out. Right there exactly, we can see that the market has indeed kept respecting that level of a resistance trend line repeatedly. And also in the middle, we had here numbers of fake breakouts. Now, of course, by looking at the bigger picture, if we now switch to the weekly chart, that triple top pattern is telling me that most likely the gold will continue the fall. Not only that, check out the weekly candle. This weekly candle right here, guys, this inverted hammer, once you see this candle has appeared, especially on the weekly chart, it usually means that the market is getting ready for the fall or the bearish reversal. So that being said, I believe that the gold is going to continue the fall. Now, back to the daily chart, and again, let's draw the resistance trend line to have accurate entry. Check this out, guys. Based on the daily chart, indeed the market kept respecting that level of a resistance trend line multiple times, right here and right there. So in total we had 4 attempts. That tells you that there is a strong pressure on that level. and the gold is most likely gonna continue the fall. So that being said, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame to look at the left side to find the nearest strong key resistance level from horizontal view and see where exactly we can start selling the pair. By looking at this level of a resistance, as we can see right here, that was indeed a strong real level of a resistance, as we can see right here. Of course, we had multiple attempts on the resistance on the same level. However, most likely, guys, we will have to wait for the gold to rise again right here to reach the same level of the resistance and also to reach the resistance trend line. And afterwards, the gold will continue the fall. Therefore, if we started selling the gold right there, our take profit level will be right here at the absolutely lowest level of the support at 1930.98. And the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than the peak of the resistance right here at 1980.86, which means the safe zone, actually that's quite a lot, right there. The safe zone shouldn't be ranging more than 143 pips against 323 pips of profits. And there goes your signals, my friends, for the dollar and for the gold for the upcoming week. And another final reminder to join the free group of Telegram to receive any update regarding these signals, because I'm not gonna leave you alone, guys. You have to be part of Xtreme Trader team, and you can do that by joining the free group of Telegram to receive such updates like that, update regarding YouTube signals, EURUSD, and I have here sent an update about all of these signals. So of course, if I have noticed any strong movement against our direction, I'm going to inform everyone in the group to close the trade instantly to reduce the losses as much as possible. So again, join the group, guys, and also we will be posting the deal of the day right there, and so many free signals. I mean, every day we are posting a free signal on this group. So if you're enjoying the deal of the day, you can also join this group to get even one signal, up to one signal every single day, and of course up to 7 signals in the VIP group of Telegram. So until then, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.